Good morning, everyone. This is Varnish Vidit. I'm here once again among you, interacting with you, maybe of course with one new idea or opinion. I think sometimes, why do I make these videos? What is the purpose? If it is not watched by millions or it is not watched by thousands or hundreds. But this is not my concern. My concern is one who is sitting in front of this screen and watching me or listening to me. If these words of mine change his or her life, I have an achievement. If my words can touch the strings of a single heart and a change occurs there, it's my success. By changing an individual, a single individual, if I do something productive and something fruitious for this society, something fructifying for this society, of course, I have an achievement. So, if my words are going to bring any change, maybe of the minor change or the minutest change, I believe that's my success, that's my achievement, and that's my source of satisfaction or contentment or happiness. Once there was a man. He used to go to the seashore to do something like for strolling, or sometimes he used to carry a book along with him and he was reading the book there. So one day he, as usual, went to the shore and he saw that from a distance that there was, because it was early morning, a bit foggy it was, and the scene was not clear, it was murky and blurry. So he saw that there was a silhouette of something moving, like some process was going on. So he got curious, and out of his curiosity he approached. And what he saw, there was a young man, and he was picking the starfishes and throwing them into water. There were lots of fishes on the shore. It was all scattered with the fish. But very patiently, with the determination and resolve, the man was picking and throwing them into water. So he just interrupted and asked him why he was doing this. So the young man replied that because the sun is going to rise very soon, and after that now there is a low tide also, and the waters are low. So of course these all fish would die due to sunlight and due to lack of water. The man said, but there are thousands of beaches spread miles across, and you're saving just a couple of or 100 of, and there are thousands and thousands of starfishes everywhere you can see. So he picked one more starfish and threw it into water and said, no, remember, this fish has a different life. Its life is changed. If my effort can change a single life, it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference if there is a change coming in one's life. So, what we do, we should do with an intention. Yes, if it is going to touch any single heart, we must do it. For the sake of change, we need to initiate. We should not keep waiting that, okay, my effort is not going to bring any change. Like for example, if I see that there is a heap of garbage and I'm having on my own wrapper and I throw it into it because there is already a heap of garbage. So you are also becoming a part of growing the amount of garbage. You're not different. You're not exclusively different, and you can't blame anybody if anybody throws garbage there, because you are also attempting the same thing. So change begins with self. Change you can definitely bring. So if my words are going to bring any change in anybody's life, of course this should be done. Like there was one Scottish farmer, and Mr. Fleming his name was, and one day he was doing farming to eke out the survival of his family, and suddenly he saw a noise from a distance, like nearby there was a bog, there was a marsh, means there was muddy pond, and a cry was coming from there. A child was yelling to save his life. So immediately rushed throwing his tools, and he saw that in the bog, in the marsh, there was a child going to sink, was going to drown. So he immediately pulled the child out of the bog and saved the life, because the child was going to have very slow and a painful death. So next day, when he was at home, a nobleman approached him, and nobleman offered him some amount of money for saving the life of his child. But he totally refused to take that amount, and he said, sorry, I didn't do it because of the money. I did it because it was my moral responsibility, being a human, to save the life of your child. He also had a child of almost the same age, and he said, okay, if you don't want to take money, may I take your son along with me, and I'll give him a bright future. So child was taken, and he said, okay, yes, if you want to make the life of my child better, take this child along with you. So that child was taken, and he was sent to a St. Mary's school, and he became a very famous scientist. And later on, he invented penicillin, and I'm here talking about Stephen Fleming's story. It is Stephen Fleming's father, and that novel man was Randolph Churchill. So once Sir Churchill's son was ill, so he was given that penicillin by the same doctor, Dr. Stephen Fleming. And that man who fell sick and who was the son of the nobleman, he was Winston Churchill. So when you help somebody, when you change somebody's life, it's going to bring you back amazing satisfaction and contentment. So put your efforts to change at least a single life, maybe with your words. You don't need to go and spend thousands and millions. You can change the lives with your words by speaking few words of contentment and peace and pleasure and happiness. You can spread happiness in the other's life, and a change will start occurring around you. Thank you. I hope you like the idea. If you like it, please do like and leave a comment in the comment box, and do subscribe the channel too. Thank you very much. See you later. Till then, goodbye.